What's going on, everyone? MetalBlade427 here, and I welcome you back to Golden Sun for the Game Boy Advance. Last time, we had a lot of storyline, well, introduction storyline of sorts. We got introduced to Garrett and Isaac, two of our four main party members that we'll have for the rest of the game. A few other characters, like Isaac's mom's right here. The ones are arranged for some time, so I guess I'll have you fix it later, Isaac. Thanks, Mom. I mean, you could have just gone up there and fixed it yourself. Ugh, whatever. We also got introduced to Kraden, the old man in the village, and we got our next objective to go up to the Soul Sanctum. However, before we do that, I have some stuff to collect. There are a lot of random items scattered throughout the village. So if I check this jar, there's our first one, 6 coins, which is awesome. And then we're going to be running around and just kind of taking everything that we can find. Now, being that this is the third episode to the series, I haven't really laid out my plans for this playthrough. Like, in terms of what I plan on accomplishing from beginning to end and things along that ways. Mainly because I haven't really run into the main thing that I want to collect yet. And that would be getting all the Djinn. I also want to make sure to get all of the hidden items that I can find whenever I'm in a particular area. Like, here is another one, an antidote within this household. It's so annoying because not everything has something in it. You need to have a special ability called Reveal, which you won't get for quite a while, before you're able to find all of these items anyway. And again, like I said, not everything has something in it. So with this little handy-dandy guide next to me that I have, I'll be able to kind of narrow down my search about where things are, but I'll still not find stuff like in both of these. Is it this one that something's in? No, then it's gotta be over here then. Ah, come on, open. Okay, good, there's 3 coins. So yeah, so that's kind of what I'll be doing. I'll be running around collecting as many items as I can. There's items in here that I can't get yet. I need another special ability. But for right now, the only thing that I want to collect in terms of my own personal completion, quote-unquote, of the game would be the Djinn. Nice, got myself a smoke bomb. That's awesome. And as I said before, those haven't even been introduced yet. So if you are brand new to this game, if you know nothing about Golden Sun, the most that you are exposed to them at this point are in my end slate, where you will see them there, the 4 of them. There's one for every element, and there are 7 Djinn in the game, and I will be getting them all. So that's really all I have to say about that for right now. Where I am at the moment is I'm running through town collecting stuff, as I said, and I'm in the inn. You can go over there, you can spend gold in order to spend the night, and then you'll be able to heal up your HP and PP. Really quickly, if you notice, it's green. I made the background of everything green. I never knew you could do this, but just kind of checking like the select screen, you can go to your settings and you can change the window color to a whole bunch of different things, like those colors there, and then change the brightness. You can do the message speed. Speech is the sound that an NPC would make whenever you talk to them, that type sound. So if you have that off, they say nothing. If you have it on, then at least it's different tones for each of them. So I'm going to keep it on just for the heck of it. And then, of course, there is the auto sleep, which it just puts the game to sleep mode if set for a while, I guess. I don't know. I leave that off. That's fine. And then message speed. So there you go. Just little fun things that you can do with the game. The item is actually up here. I think it's right here? No. Is it next to that one? I get like a basic idea on where stuff is. I may not find it. Oh, there we are. Haha, got my pure 1 coin. There's also a weird person here. Speaking of green, as I was talking about before. Hey, boy. Hi? Do you have business with me? This is also another thing that I want to point out really quickly, and that would be the choice system that you make. Isaac, being a silent protagonist, can't really respond. But as a player, we can choose yes and no to certain things. And as you saw, that was appearing a lot within the past 2 episodes. They mean nothing, really. There's very, very few points where it means something to say yes or no. Pick whatever you want, have enough fun with this. I'm just gonna say no, because I don't know who this dude is. Then I suggest you stop wasting my time. Okay, whatever. I just want to talk. I want to find out where you got your mask. It's really cool. But, yeah, pick whatever you want there. There's really no impact to the story on if you choose yes or no to certain choices. which is kind of dumb. I don't know why they throw it in there if it really means nothing, but hey, whatever. I didn't make the game. You gotta have crazy things happen every so often. There's nothing there. Nothing in there. It's here. Where is it? There's something. Ah, there you are. Another herb. Sweet. Do you have anything to say? Skills? Yeah. Okay, I don't care. Alright. Before heading up to the Soul Sanctum, I recommend coming down here to the village and going to this building right here. You have a weapon shop and you have the item shop. Weapons and armor, I think, are always in the same store anyway. If you wanted some extra items, you can go over here, talk to this girl, and you can see what she has, which is an herb and an antidote. I'm actually going to be selling the stuff that I currently have in order to afford the stuff that I want, but for right now, yeah, why not? Let's go and sell. The thing you have to understand about Golden Sun is you have a very limited inventory space. Every character has 14 spaces to them. I don't want to sell the padded glove. What am I doing? I'm sorry, they have 15 spaces, 3 rows of 5. So you have to be very careful about what it is that you have in your inventory and how you go about, organizing stuff. So as you saw, I just kind of sold all of my herbs right there. I'm actually going to sell these herbs as well because I'm early enough in the game where I don't really need them. Isaac's cure is more than enough to handle all the problems that are going to be coming my way, and after I'm done, I'll be able to resell stuff. So I'd rather just have everyone's basic equipment right now, because I can then go over here to the weapons and armor and kind of load everyone up with, stuff. An additional thing besides sell, I didn't go on her side, but it's over here, are artifacts, which are specialty items that have unique abilities connected to them. They don't sell them now, and we don't have any, so we're going to skip it. And then occasionally stuff will break, so it's best to go on to the shops and fix them. I don't really know how it indicates a broken weapon because I've never had a weapon break on me before, but if it should happen, this is where you go. As far as equipping your characters, do not equip Jenna. Mainly because she will not be in your party forever, and anything you equip with her will be gone, and it'll be annoying. So anything here that would go on to Jenna to make her more powerful or better defense or whatever, don't do it. Don't do it. Equip Isaac, equip Garrett, and that's it. So let's go ahead and take this travel vest. As you can see here, it'll show the stat differences when you actually equip that onto a person. The cool thing about this game, as I mentioned before, you have a limited inventory. So you may be like, oh my god, I don't have enough space for something. The game helps you out in that I will choose this travel vest. I will give it to Isaac. I will equip it right now, and then it'll automatically ask me if I want to take the old equipment that I have on and sell it. And of course, it'll be for a cheaper price, so I get 15 coins back, which isn't so bad. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do this again with Garrett. So we'll give him the travel vest, equip that on, and then his shirt is worth 15 coins, so we get that back. This is what already Jenna has, so we'll leave it. The wooden shield, I think, is the arm thing. Yeah, for these two, so we'll go ahead and equip that to Isaac. Take the padded gloves, sell that back. Do it again for Garrett. Yes, very good. It looks good on you. Had a 7 sound. Not that there's any negotiating. And then we actually have headgear for Garrett and Isaac, so these are just straight up buys and equipped. So now again, another reason I sold everything is because I have 200 coins left. With that 200 coin, I can walk over here to the weapon shop and actually buy the long sword. Now, they already have the short sword. The mace doesn't do much. It actually drops everyone. Yeah. And that's what Jenna has already. Excuse me. So we're going to take this long sword, and I'm actually going to equip it to Garrett. Only because, yeah, I could bring Isaac's attack up really high, but I kind of want Garrett to be a little bit on even keel with him. So he'll have 29 attack, and he'll have 27. So they'll be a little bit more balanced in terms of being able to divvy out the damage against everyone. And I'll take these 90 coins. There you go. Sweet. And we also get a game ticket for buying that. Game tickets are important because they're used to play the minigames in a town much later on. I like giving them to Garrett and have him hold them because everything else just seems to drop into Isaac's inventory. So now, even though we have items here that, one item per character, at least things could stack. So that's why I had I keep going the wrong way on this. That's why, like, Isaac was carrying 4 herbs and Garrett had 3. I want to say the highest amount anyone can carry is it 99? Maybe it's 30. I don't know. There's a limit to how much everyone can carry. So just keep an eye on that. And if you get like overstocked with stuff, by all means go and sell it. Otherwise, just keep an eye on your inventory and move on forward, because there are going to be areas in this game where you want to pick up stuff and you just don't have the space, and that can be really obnoxious. Anyway, let's head on up over this way. Yeah, there's a lot. Like, Jenna still had an herb, and that little like spot right here didn't move. I had to accidentally reset my game because I saved it weird and everything, but it's alright, nothing really different happened. Everybody is still the same. So, this is like a church or a sanctuary. You would come here and you would talk to like the high priest or whatever it is, and he'd be able to revive fallen characters if they're dead, cure them from poison. If they're cursed, he can repel the evil, and he can remove curses from weapons. That's something we won't see for a while either, but this is just something you want to keep in mind as you're running along. Reviving a character from dead is there's not much to do that here, so having this ability or just knowing about this is kind of a thing to do. Anyway, with all that said and done, everyone's all decked out. We have ourselves all ready to go through the Soul Sanctum. Let's head on up over here this way and get pushed back by this guy. Oh god, what are you doing? You're not planning on sneaking up to Mount Aleph, are you? No? Maybe? Possibly? Well, I'll overlook it this time. I've got my eye on you, Isaac. Oh, do you now, really? You got your eye on me? Yes, run past! Run! Haha, sucker! Getting right past you. Take that. Soul Entrance. So here we are, heading up to Mount Aleph, the Soul Sanctum, and this is technically your first dungeon of the game. Not a very hard one to say the least, but one that kind of get your feet wet in terms of how the game is going to flow. Let's head on in. Apparently Kraden has something to say. This is the entrance to the Soul Sanctum. This is your first time here, right? I mean, technically, yeah. I mean, personally, no, but for the kids, yeah. It's an important relic of our past. Take a good look at it. Okay, yeah, we can do that. I say, let's enter in now. And we already find ourselves at our first puzzle, a kind of jumpy thing or whatever. We'll be finding these throughout the course of the game, so as you bounce along, you'll be like, oh no, I went the wrong way. So what you want to do is you want to head back, and you use your jumping in order to get a little bit bigger of a picture of where you need to go. So this way you can plan out your jumps accordingly and move along that way. Very easy to get along, simple puzzle, kind of ridiculous in a way. So let's head over this way. And I think we're going to be heading into our first battle. Here we have Wild Mushrooms, 1, 2, and 3. These Wild Mushrooms. Now, we're going to be fighting stronger versions of the enemies that we find here in later, like as soon as we're done with here. So, they're pretty weak. They don't have much HP. They don't get much experience. But, for right now, again, we're still in tutorial technically, so they want to just not overwhelm you with so much. These guys are level 1, 18 HP, no synergy points, give you 1 experience, 2 coins, and a 3% chance of dropping a smoke bomb. They are weak against fire magic, so that's what you want to use. So we're going to use that actually. I'm going to have Isaac hit you, and then we're just going to flare. We're going to flare, and we're going to burn them up. You'll know they're weak because if you notice all the way at the end of that sentence right there, Wild Mushroom 1 takes 18 damage, you have 3 exclamation points. The more exclamation points, the more damage you will do to an enemy, and the more signs of its weakness. And Jenna just wiped that whole thing out in 1 spell. Good job, girl. So, with that said, we can now move along and probably get into another battle soon. There we are. And that one got cut because it was the Wild Mushrooms again. I'm going to try my best to limit the amount of random battles I get into for this game that you guys see. Only because there's a lot of random battles in this game. Like, this game has one crazy, I guess, RNG when it comes to enemy encounters. So if it's not something new or not something important that happened, then I'm just going to cut the battle altogether. However, we have a chest right here that we can check, and boom, we find ourselves a small jewel. Up, we got some new enemies right here. Again, we will find them a little bit later, stronger versions, but for right now, these level 1 bats. Okay, there we are. As I said, are level 1. 17 HP, no synergy points, 1 experience, 1 coin, and have a 3% chance of dropping herbs. They are weak against wind element, which doesn't really matter because we don't have anything wind. So I'm going to attack you with Isaac, attack you with Garrett, and I'll attack you with Jenna. You want to spread out your attacks because if an enemy were to fall, okay, so that fell, died, whatever. If I had targeted it with Garrett would have automatically went into defense mode, which is kind of obnoxious. He doesn't like redirect his attack towards anything else. You have to kind of figure out, your battle strategy that way in order to make sure everyone efficiently gets a turn. If not, then they go into defense mode and it's like, well, that sucks. Anyway, right here we have ourselves a statue on the wall with a blinking eye. Relief of the Minotaur. Right eye is sparkling, but there's a hole where the left eye should be. So let's go ahead into our items. As you can see, the small jewel took up a space in our inventory. Always something to keep in mind. But we're going to use it right now. Slap that in there, and in the empty socket, everything goes a rumbly rumbly. Whoa, whoa, okay. And we heard the sound of shifting stone. Stand back now. Down this way. And we get ourselves into a battle with another new enemy. The vermin, again something that we've seen before and it's still fairly weak, are level 1 in this situation, 20 HP, no synergy points, 2 experience, 2 coins, and a 6% chance of dropping herbs. They are weak to fire magic, so I'm just going to do an attack. We will do a flare this way, and we'll do flare. As you can see, the big, target on top there shows where the main damage will go, and the little one shows where the minor damage will go. So you kind of spread that around as well. Don't be afraid to use your synergy points when you're in these dungeons, because as you run around, your characters will gain them back. It's just like a natural thing that happens. And of course, nice critical hit right there, Jenna. Very good. Of course, I had focused Isaac's attack on a different one than what fell, so he went into defense mode, which sucked. Let's go this way. Yep. So, let's see. 20. Okay, so as you see, I'm already starting to regain it back. 14, 24 synergy left. Let's get out of it. Stop it. Thank you. Oh, boy. So, as I run along, go up here. A few steps. Go back into the menu. See, we're already full back on our synergy. Isn't that amazing? Door that was closed before is now open. What are you doing, Kraden? You crazy old man, you. What's wrong, Kraden? These two said there was a hidden passage leading deeper into the Sanctum. Oh, really? Okay. I've come here many times and I've always thought it looked strange. I'd always imagined Soul Sanctum would look different somehow. But you've been here so many times. What do you mean? Exactly. I'm with you, Jenna. What do you mean? Soul Sanctum was built in honor of the sun. There ought to be something here to reflect that. I was always puzzled why there wasn't. If there's a hidden passage, maybe it leads to... To what? Well, let's see if we can find it. Oh man, really? Come on. I think he's serious. Should we help him, Isaac? No! Never! Yeah, alright, we've come this far. Let's do it. I can't seriously want it. Alright, did I say no? Ha! Whoops. Oh, well. See, it doesn't matter. You just get scolded. Let's help Kraden. We stick together after all. See, apparently I said no because I hit the wrong button. It's funny. So, there you go. Speaking of choices from before, that's really all that happens. You move forward with the way that the game wants you to anyway. However, I'm going to call it an episode right here. I'm going to try to keep these episodes within like 20 to 25 minutes or so. So, thank you guys for watching. In the next episode, we will continue on through the Soul Sanctum. We'll find this hidden room that Kraden was talking about and see what the secrets are to this mysterious palace. Until then, see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Golden Sun. If you enjoyed what you saw, please be sure to like and comment down below, share this video with your friends, and of course, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you can get equipped with me, Metalblade427. Until next time, everyone, you guys have a good one, and I will catch you all later.